But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in
4-7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo now. Gets this one to use check. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, here we go. Check. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your guys.
On 1st down, Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 42 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
As they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your
second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second